Well, if this rainstorm cuts loose, we're going to have to build an ark.
I guess so.
Because
That'll be the next project.
We're getting weather alert today. Anyway, we digress. We're going to the hobby shop.
Yay!
This time, the MRS hobby shop.
Oh, yeah, I always get the two confused, but the train shop's obvious.
MRS stands for Model Railroad Shop, but they mostly do plastic. They do everything.
Oh, are you kidding? I thought it was like the Mrs. Hobby Shop.
Yeah,
MRS.
Model Railroad Station. Because originally it was all trains, and now it's everything.
Yeah.
It's everything.
Yes.
And anyway, they're doing pizza box layouts, and the local chapter of the NMRA gets all these kids over there to get kids involved in the hobby, and they've been doing this for years. Our friend Al.
Right, he was instrumental in it.
But for whatever reason, it has taken off.
Good.
It's bigger than
wonderful.
kids' soccer.
It's wonderful.
It's really wonderful.
I love to see kids involved like that.
So the current session is like 50 kids.
Wow.
50 kids.
50 kids.
All building model railroads. So check this out. Pizza box layouts at the MRS hobby shop.
It's sure fun to see all these kids building all these pizza box layouts.
Isn't that neat?
Oh, I love it.
I'm just so happy to see kids getting excited about model railroading.
Right.
And, you know, there used to be programs like this when we were young. I did some model building programs at the YMCA.
Oh, really?
And then the Boy Scouts did stuff like that. But it seems like all that stuff's just kind of gone away.
I think so.
And it's really neat that a hobby shop like MRS is picking that up. And really, it's the NMRA using the MRS hobby shop to pick that up. All of these railroads are N scale. They're mostly the standard pizza box size, about the same size as a large pizza box.
Yeah, large or extra large.
Extra large, about almost roughly 2 feet by 2 feet, something like that. I don't know.
We went out there investigating where it was. Well, these guys are building a really large pizza box layout. It looks like about 3 pizza boxes.
Yeah, I think as long as it's easily portable, if you can pick it up and stick it in your car and drive away with it, that's really the goal.
Right.
But most of these are really small, so that they're very, very easy to not just transport, but to take home and put somewhere.
Right, they could play with it at home.
Yeah, just set that on a tabletop. It doesn't take up a lot of room. Where a larger one like this, you'd have to have some dedicated space.
Right. There's quite an age group of children here. There's like between, I would say, 5 and right up to 16 or so.
Yeah, teenagers and little kids all doing the same thing.
Right.
Most of them seem to be running about age 7 or something like that.
7, 8,
7, 8, something like that. But it's fun to see them all building railroads. Now, we're seeing both parents and members of the NMRA helping them.
Right.
So every one of these groups usually has, of course, their parent along with them that's helping out. And then they have one member of the Model Railroad Club guiding them through how to glue down the track, how to hook up electricity to it, how to do the scenery, and get them started all that, and then come around and check on them.
Right. It looks like they're using that extruded styrene as their base.
Yeah, it's supposed to be used as home insulation.
Right.
But it's become the go-to building material for model railroads.
It's easy to cut and easy to shape.
And then they're putting plaster over the top of that.
Right.
And it sticks quite well to that. And then you can do some fairly elaborate scenery by just putting plaster and paint and various scenic techniques over the top of the extruded styrene.
Boy, that looks like a lot of fun.
And then because you're actually using, for the most part, very lightweight materials, that's one of the big goals here, is to make it so that these things are completely portable.
Right.
You can build them here at the hobby shop, take them home in the car, move them somewhere else, take them to a train show and display them, take them to a model contest and display them, and then when you get them home, you can easily just set them somewhere and bring them out when you want to play with them.
Right.
It's fun.
It is. noticing how many girls are at this event?
I'd say more than half of them.
Right.
A majority of the kids here are girls, just as it's close, but a slight majority of them are girls.
Right.
And that's exciting to see.
It is. It's fun to see girls in modeling.
Because back when I was doing this at like the YMCA, there were no girls in the YMCA and there were no girls in the Boy Scouts.
Right.
All these programs were geared toward boys.
Right.
And now that it's open for girls and that, boy, the girls are very interested in this.
Of course. It's a lot of fun.
It's a heck of a lot of fun.
Let's use that. That's a nice grade. So what I want you to do is take that sanding block and start sanding. We want to make this rough. That way glue and paint.
Yeah, he's got it down. Does it right.
So dig in, really hard.
So you can sand him off. He's my favorite character. The old Pink Panther.
Maybe some circles. There you go.
There you go. Can you do some circles? Look at that.
Okay, now you do this part now, all right? Good job. Good job. No, put your hand on it. Good stuff.
A lot of these things are turning out really nice.
I'll say.
And Walthers, the model train company Walthers, has gotten so excited about this that they're going to be featuring a whole bunch of these railroads in the upcoming Walthers catalog.
Oh, that will be a lot of fun.
Because they'd like to really promote this idea. I mean, a lot of the NMRA groups are doing it, but this group is just so successful. I mean, 50 kids.
Yeah, that's amazing.
At a time.
That is amazing.
For a couple of weeks and then starting a new group.
Oh, fun.
They're just moving hundreds of kids through this program. So everybody's just really excited about it. I'm noticing that they're using a lot of Woodland Scenics products.
Right.
Almost exclusively Woodland Scenics products.
It's a great product.
So you guys over there at Woodland Scenics, we all love your products.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you guys want to really sponsor these guys too.
That would be fun.
That'd be really fun. I don't know if you do or what, but because I'm noticing almost exclusively they're using Woodland Scenics products.
Well, I like Woodland Scenics. They're easy products to use.
We use them on our railroad. That's almost exclusively.
Right.
It's certainly a messy process.
Well, it certainly is, but most kids love a messy process. They love getting their hands into things.
I used to love playing in the mud.
Oh, sure, but yeah, most of the time they just love to sculpt with their hands. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Not even. When I built my model railroad as a very young kid, the messy part of it was part of the excitement.
Exactly.
It's just fun to get your hands in there and goop it all up.
Right. Yeah, I'm surprised they don't wear an old shirt, to use as a smock or something. I wouldn't want to have plaster get all over the nice clothes.
Yeah, I hope they're not wearing their best.
Oh, no, that would be bad.
You're gonna, whatever you're doing, you're gonna get it all over yourself and all over your clothes.
Right. A lot of these skills they're learning are really good life skills. I could see them making a career from it.
Absolutely, using it at least in their career.
Oh, absolutely, like this little girl here.
Yeah, learning to solder.
Yes, that is important to know.
So you guys are doing all the wiring back here.
That's correct. We'll set up a main set of wires from the layout to the controlling system, whatever they happen to use.
Just so that they're not doing the actual soldering, is that it?
That's correct. And two,
Because there's no
teach them while I'm
voltage
doing it.
involved or anything like
No.
that. It's just soldering then.
Yeah. That's pretty much point of contact soldering.
Isn't soldering wonderful when you have the right tools?
Pretty much.
Katie's on her fourth practice soldering. She's tidying up the rail a little bit.
Here's my first 2 tries. I don't know where my 3rd one went.
One of the funnest things here is when you get to that point where you're starting to add color.
That's my favorite part right there.
It's because suddenly it starts coming to life as a railroad. You're bringing in colors and putting in grasses and trees and rocks and stuff like that.
Right.
And it starts to
How's it
really
going?
come together.
It's going great.
Good.
We're having fun.
What a crowd.
Yeah.
Good grief. Are these the furnace filter trees or the air conditioning filter or whatever it is?
Yep.
You can try it in position.
We're gonna get the grass. See? But hold on. We're gonna wait.
Hey, now can I trim?
Yes, let's do this one.
Yeah, I'll
Let's
trim
put-
it. Let me trim it.
Well, we have to glue it to the bottom, remember? We'll put some glue on the bottom. And then we'll pull it down so it sticks to it. Now hold on, we gotta let it dry a little. See? Okay, and then you trim up the sides.
Let me
There you go.
trim up the side.
Yep, not too deep into it though.
There's
Yep.
then you find the cheapest hairspray you can
Hairspray.
and spray it.
Look at them.
I'm a snob. I only use Aquanet.
Yeah, Aquanet is cheap.
It's the stickiest, crappiest stuff I've ever worked with, and it works great for gluing things together.
Look at the tree, Adam.
Look at that.
Look at. You want to plant it?
Plant the tree.
Plant it in.
Find a good spot. There it is. You know, I think all of the various NMRA chapters out there really need to look hard at this.
Right.
This is a program that should be going on everywhere.
It should be.
Every single division should be looking at this saying, this is a way to get kids involved and really expand the hobby.
This is our future.
This is the future of the hobby.
Hobby everything, yes. Let's
Yeah.
involve the kids.
We gotta wait for it to get, yeah, we gotta wait for it to get. It's gotta be fixed so we can fill this
We had around 24 this morning out of 25. And this afternoon we had 20 out of 26 signed up. So we had a couple with sicknesses that hit us on the afternoon, but I'm glad we didn't have more of us show up because some of our teachers were sick too.
And it's packed in here.
And it's busy.
Yeah. Well, this is great. Those kids are the future of the hobby.
Oh, I hope so.
I sure
really
hope so.
hope so.
Because people say, well, model railroading is dead, and video games this, and dot, dot, dot,
Oh,
dot,
not
dot.
necessarily.
Everything comes around. Everything is
Oh,
cyclic.
and yeah, I was going to say, and then with kids, it changes every 5 minutes.
Yep. And
Yep.
the fact that these kids are enjoying getting their hands all gooey with plaster
Sure.
and watching their trains go around, and
Well, just a day out with their parents and having fun. I mean, you can't ask better than that.
I don't do diesels, but I know that all of these kids, okay, they're 6 now, but in a few years they're all going to be sitting around going, well, the SD43-27T has 73 rivets below the, I don't know that stuff. Modern
they will.
diesels. Phew. But they will.
But they will.
They're going to be experts on it. They're going to be able to tell you anything, and they're going to have a layout that would embarrass anybody.
Right, exactly.
And that's great.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Absolutely wonderful.
Right.
So what a wonderful thing. And I think all of the various clubs around should look into this. And in fact, Walters
Yes.
is so excited about it that they're featuring it in the catalog and everything.
Isn't that
because
fun?
it's like if they can get 50 different kids for each session, which only lasts for a couple of weeks, 6 weeks or something, to build a layout,
Right.
and they're turning that many kids through there. Can you imagine
Right.
if all of the various NMRA chapters could do this?
Right, and they had like a contest, like at the train show too. They put their little model railroads in a contest,
You're darn right.
and that was just so much fun. That's my favorite part.
That's the favorite part.
Yes.
Because some of these things turn out just amazing.
Oh, they are.
Anyway, there it is. So get your local model railroad club together and
Right.
involve all these kids and put
Yes.
together a pizza box layout building seminar thing deal for kids.
Yes.
Well, if you haven't been over to the channel, get over to the channel, and if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to the channel by clicking on the infamous blue button. Are we ready for
We
that?
are.
Zoink! Right there, the blue button. Well, we're not sure how you found this video on the internet, and we hope you didn't find it boring. And we will see you here on Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Yeah.
See you then.
See you. Bye.
Bye-bye.